Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the analyst Robert Leach, and welcome to your 7th PWA free match released here online. Today we have the result of the last episode, I should say. At the end of the last episode, which was a tag team title match between Attitude Inc. and the Carnival back at the Grand Wrestling Spectacle in May 2018, we saw Cardini, as we see just entering the ring now. We saw him turn his back and punch his old partner HaTtA in the face, thus breaking up the Carnival. And today, we take a look, just in time for Halloween, I might add, at this truly, I'm not sure what words to put into this match, this truly horrific result of this feud. And as you can see, Veronica Payne has made her way to the ringside area. You hear the music beginning as Cardini waits in the ring. And here he is, the Mad HaTtA, making his way down to the ring for a nightmare on 8th Street fight. This took place at Brawloween back in October of 2018 at the 8th Street Gym in Springfield, Illinois. This would be the main event of the entire evening. This is how we would close the show. HaTtA versus Cardini, nightmare on 8th Street fight. As you can see, HaTtA's made his way into his corner. Cardini awaits the fight. Let's take things to the ring for the introductions of the competitors.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ball contest is a nightmare on 8th Street fight, in which there will be no countouts, no rope breaks, no disqualifications, and falls count anywhere. And it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing the first competitor standing to the left, from midway, weight 265 pounds, the great and his opponent standing to my right. From Wonderland, weighing in 5 sugar cubes and being accompanied by Veronica Payne, the
HaTtA versus Cardini, the match we never knew we were gonna see until this moment. Nightmare on 8th Street fight, and they're going right at it. The bell rings and both hammering away on each other with all they've got. HaTtA hammering away on Cardini, backing him into the corner. A couple of knife edge chops going to be delivered here by HaTtA. An overhand chop as well. And yet again, HaTtA taking control in the opening seconds of this contest, but Cardini, of course, showing HaTtA that there will be no time to gloat to the fans because, well, Cardini's pissed at HaTtA, HaTTA's pissed at Cardini, and just in time for Halloween, we present to you this Nightmare on 8th Street fight from October of 2018. This is going to be a horrific match, a grueling match, a truly haunting match as you see HaTtA thrown into the ring post with a chair wrapped around his skull. You saw the impact as HaTTA's head bounced off of the steel chair. And HaTtA just collapsing to the floor, almost out cold. Not sure what just hit him. I think the reality of this contest may be setting in at this moment as Cardini now tries to find his way, tries to figure out what he wants to do because there's no way you can strategize a match like this. And Cardini with a tope suicida. It's not often we get to see the big man fly like that, but the 285-pounder just took HaTtA out in front of the PWA fans.
No idea where they're going to land.
Like I was trying to say, there's no way you can bring up a strategy for this matchup because, I mean, with two deranged souls, two deranged and sociopathical minds, almost maniacal minds of these two most diverse characters in PWA history, you don't know what to expect. So all you can do is look out. And here comes HaTtA, the chair against the skull of Cardini, a knee sending that steel chair into the skull. Cardini taken out. Cardini trying to find some sort of plunder under the ring, it looks like here, as he tries to, as he has to find a way, I should say, to overcome the offense that HaTtA has presented thus far.
Got a ladder.
And now HaTtA has a hold of a ladder as he gets ready to slide it underneath the bottom rope and insert it into this matchup. Very little of this match has taken place inside the ring so far. And you saw when Cardini made his entrance, he had just a trash can full of weapons. Trash can lids, mallets, chairs, you name it, Cardini brought it. And take a look, 2 ladders have been brought into the ring by the Mad HaTtA. HaTtA no stranger to the ladder match, as he and Cardini had won the tag titles at the Grand Wrestling Spectacle in 2017 in a ladder match. They were very successful in their offense there. But will HaTtA's offense prevail? Will he be able to show his luck with ladders in the mix yet again?
That black one is broke beyond.
You see, HaTtA is moving the ladders into a position where there's almost a bridge being made here. And now Cardini turning HaTtA around. And there was a right hand to the jaw. And now HaTtA is in trouble. HaTtA laid upon the black ladder, which has been broken in previous matches. As you can see, the wear and the tear, that ladder is nearly broken in half, barely holding up HaTtA's weight, but still doing the job. And now you can see HaTtA blocking the offense of Cardini, and now trying to bring Cardini through this ladder as well. And now Cardini being hammered upon on the top rope. Dangerous position, and HaTtA goes through the ladder. HaTtA shoved off that top rope and through the ladder. Here's a cover false count anywhere. His shoulders don't necessarily have to be pinned to the mat, as long as they're pinned to something, but only a 2 count. HaTtA brought the shoulder up. And somehow that ladder's still intact, and now Cardini dropping that ladder in front of the fans at the ringside area here in the 8th Street Gym. Cardini setting up that green ladder in the corner of the ring, and now going after some more weapons in the trash can full that he brought, throwing some things aside, throwing aside the chairs and the weight belt and the trash can lids, and even that cane that was in there, and the mallets. He wants the can itself. It looks like he's grabbing that metal cane for good measure. Oh, and HaTtA feeling that cane upon the mid of the back. And now the trash can has been placed over the upper body area of HaTtA, and almost like a baseball, a dent put in that trash can as Cardini, take a look here, Cardini hammering away, the insult to injury. Not only does that hurt the back and everywhere you hit with that cane and the trash can, but it's got to hurt the ears as well. HaTtA's ears have got to be ringing from the inside of that trash can, and HaTtA is out. This could be it here. Cover 2, only a 2 count, rendered by referee Chris Barrow, who is residing over this contest. You see the sea of PWA fans around the ringside area. And Cardini said, "Who wants to see a Carney go coast to coast?" And Cardini setting up the trash can in front of HaTtA, trying to figure out a way here to set this trash can up, and it looks like Cardini has figured out a way to prop up the trash can. Cardini's going up to the top rope. I don't know if this has ever been attempted in a PWA ring, especially with a man of his size, and Cardini successfully going coast to coast, taking out HaTtA with that trash can. An absolutely mind-blowing maneuver for a man of Cardini's stature. Cardini now at a point that he knows he has to put HaTtA away, and somehow, some way, HaTtA got his shoulder up off the mat. And now, Cardini makes his way back to the ringside area, throwing the other trash can into the ring. Pointing out to the referee, hey, I landed it. That shouldn't be your main focus, Cardini. Take a look at who's got the trash can now. And upside the head of Cardini goes the trash can, thanks to the Mad HaTtA, who has found his way back to his feet, back into control with one swift swing of a weapon. And now the trash can set up in the corner. Here comes HaTtA with the cannonball. You see how it just collapsed the trash can underneath his weight. Cardini now flattened into the cover two. Somehow the shoulder shot up off the mat. And HaTtA has to figure out something else to do to take out the great Cardini. And now HaTtA searching under the ring for something, searching for some sort of weapon here. I'm not sure I want to know what's in that velvet pouch. I'm sure I already know as it is. I don't know if this is a good idea for HaTtA. This is very dangerous to be in that ring. I'm scared for the referee, and yes, it's exactly what I thought. Thumbtacks. Metal thumbtacks, the sharp, pointy objects being poured all over the ring. All over the mat inside the ring. HaTtA has created a bed of thumbtacks, and he looks to put Cardini through it. And Cardini kicked to the midsection, looking for a power bomb as the straps come down. HaTtA shoves him off. HaTtA into the corner, running in for a spear and a back body drop. HaTtA lands on the thumbtacks. HaTtA feeling the pain. You can see the thumbtacks stuck in the gear, stuck in that singlet and the tights that HaTtA is wearing here. Thumbtacks are just embedded into the skin of HaTtA already as it is. And now HaTtA has to bring himself back to his feet. That could not have felt good whatsoever. HaTtA picking himself back up to his feet with the assistance of the ropes. And now HaTtA has to figure out if he has any energy left off of the impact with those tiny sharp objects impaling into his skin. And Cardini with strikes in the corner, right hands to the jaw. And now HaTtA reversal and a neck breaker, and Cardini goes down onto the thumbtacks as well. But I think it just added so much more to the pain that HaTtA felt from the thumbtacks, as well, both competitors landing on the bed of metal objects poured into the center of the ring, into the corner, I should say, by the Mad HaTtA. And you see Cardini took the time to pick one out of his hand off of the impact there, and HaTtA taking a look at himself, seeing all of the thumbtacks that are embedded into his body as well. And now HaTtA crawling to the opposite side of the ring, trying to figure out something, trying to figure out if he has anything left. And oh no, HaTTA's got a kendo stick. HaTTA's got that Singapore cane. And HaTtA turning Cardini around, and there's the cane strike to the back, just the mid of the spine. And Cardini said, come on, I'm not going to repeat the last word. This is a family-friendly program. And now Cardini reversal, and just taking out HaTtA with the handle end of that kendo stick. That's even harder than the wooden part. And breaking the kendo stick in half over his knee. And now he has a hold of one of the pieces of wood, the sharp-ended pieces of wood. Oh, and now being dug into the wound that was created by the steel chair earlier in the match. And you see Cardini stumbling to the outside of the ring after that sharp wooden object has been dug into the skull and the veins that have already been somewhat busted open by the chair that was sent into Cardini's head by HaTtA's knee earlier in the evening. And now Cardini not sure what he's got to do. HaTtA stumbling to the outside of the ring, trying to figure out if he has any offense left, but Cardini with a back fist and sending HaTtA into the corner. And now Cardini said, everybody back up. This is not good at all. And all of the chairs were cleared out of the way mistakenly. Cardini actually wants the chairs there. Cardini's got a bad plan in mind. I'm not sure I want to know what it is. Cardini walking all the way to the opposite side of the ring. And at a full head of steam, look at the speed and sending HaTtA through the rows of chairs. And HaTtA down to the floor. Cardini on the floor as well. The pain and the damage has been done to both of these competitors, the former tag team partners, the former tag team champions, here in the main event of Brawloween 2018 at the 8th Street Gym. Cardini has to figure out a way to capitalize. And Cardini crawling into the cover here. False count anywhere rules in the Nightmare on 8th Street fight. And HaTtA's shoulder up off of the wooden floor here in the 8th Street Gym yet again. Cardini up to his feet, trying to figure out what he actually has to do to capitalize and, well, I guess figure out a way to win this match and prove his point against the Mad HaTtA. Cardini was unhappy that throughout their tag team title ventures, every time they tried to fight Attitude Inc., HaTtA seemed to be worried, in Cardini's mind at least, more about Stephanie King, once the manager of All Eyes on Us, at the time the manager of Attitude Inc. Cardini had an issue with HaTtA's seeming infatuation. Cardini felt HaTtA was more worried about Stephanie King than the titles themselves. And Cardini, as we can see, is throwing multiple chairs into the center of the ring. And Cardini re-entering the ring. HaTtA, you can see on the far corner, is still out from being tackled through the rows of chairs, the damage being done, the pain being dealt by Cardini to the Mad HaTtA. And now Cardini moving the ladder into the opposite corner. You see HaTtA slowly trying to crawl his way back toward the ring. Veronica Payne at his side, just looking on. Veronica can't do anything here to help out the Mad HaTtA, her partner from Wonderland. And now HaTtA trying to pull himself up onto the apron as Cardini seems to be building some sort of bed of chairs in the center of the ring. And you see the thumbtacks are still there in the corner, so even then the thumbtacks may do equally as much damage. And Cardini setting up 2 rows of chairs to be used as a bed. And I'm pretty sure I know Cardini's plan with this. Cardini now picking up HaTtA, who's re-entered the ring. Cardini looking to climb the ladder here. Cardini trying to pull HaTtA up, but HaTtA's weight might be a bit too much. Perhaps you could say HaTtA had a bit too much cotton candy before the show, but hey, that's never been a problem at all in terms of winning matches for the Mad HaTtA. And now HaTtA being dragged up the ladder by the great Cardini. And HaTtA has no choice but to use the ropes as the other half of the ladder, the other footstep, as there's not much room to climb alongside Cardini here. Cardini hammering away on the Mad HaTtA. HaTtA moving himself to the other side of this ladder. And Cardini trying to bring HaTtA up to the top of the ladder, potentially for a superplex. And look at HaTtA. HaTTA's about to fall out of the ring here. HaTtA pulling himself back up into a headbutt, and Cardini collapsing through the bed of chairs. Cardini feeling the pain. His own thought process used against him, and HaTtA collapsing off the ladder, but he's got his leg caught here. And I believe HaTtA may have tweaked his knee after he got it caught in the support of that ladder. HaTtA now trying to crawl into the cover on the great Cardini, who may be done for here. Cover by referee count by referee Chris Barrow. Only a 2 count. Cardini's shoulders still somehow coming off the mat. His passion and his desire to defeat his former partner and prove himself the better of the team will not die quite yet. This match is to show who was the better man in the carnival. Something I'm sure fans have wondered to themselves, something both men have wondered to themselves as the mask comes off and the Mad HaTtA is simply himself here. And Cardini picked up in the center of the ring. Oh, and Cardini, one last act of defiance, and Sister Abigail into the chair. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. HaTTA's not going to take that kind of disrespect anymore. This match is complete. HaTtA, your winner in 18 minutes, 17 seconds in the Nightmare on 8th Street fight. HaTtA having to end the man that he created. HaTtA, back in 2016, created Cardini. Ryan Matthews was a Pinfall Academy graduate, and Cardini being grown after going under the wing of the Mad HaTtA. And HaTtA proving himself victorious, saying the creator shall not be denied in the moment of truth. And you can see the Mad HaTtA being consoled and being helped out here by Veronica Payne. HaTtA now will be able to make his way back to Wonderland at his own pace, on his own time, and take as much time as he needs to relax. In the 2 years following this match, PWA fans, as you know, HaTtA in April of 2019 would go on to team up with Victor Analog in the Toga Steve Memorial Tournament. And the Mad HaTtA was able to pick up the PWA Tag Team titles, which as of today, he still holds at a record of over 570 days. The Mad HaTtA and Victor Analog Technicolor Wonderland PWA Tag Team Champions. Of course, in May of 2019, the great Cardini would go on to win the PWA Regional Heavyweight Championship. He would hold it until November 2019 when it would be won by Jimmy Carrot. The great Cardini winning the title back in February of 2020 at Bogart's Banquet Hall in Jacksonville, Illinois. The great Cardini is still reigning today, as of this recording, as your PWA Regional Heavyweight Champion. The Mad HaTtA standing victorious against the great Cardini, his former tag team champion partner. PWA fans, I've been the analyst Robert Leach. We are so stoked that you were able to join us for yet another free match here today online. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you appreciated the outcome of this Nightmare on 8th Street fight. Again, HaTtA standing victorious over his former partner, the man he used to be tag team champions with, the great Cardini. Both men, of course, now still holding gold in PWA. Cardini, Regional Heavyweight Champion. HaTtA, Tag Team Champions with Victor Analog, longest reigning and greatest PWA champions of all time, that duo. I've been the analyst Robert Leach. We hope to see you again very, very soon on another PWA free match.